I find time blocking, like we just mentioned in the last question, I find time blocking incredibly helpful because one, it gets rid of confusion about what to work on next, which can lead to a lot of just like, oh, look at all these big projects. I'll work on those later. Let me look at my emails because that feels easy and non-threatening. You're going to avoid the hard things as long as you can. But time blocking forces you to, one, prioritize, and two, mildly guess how long things will take. And even if you're bad at it, you'll get better at guessing later.
Yeah.
And then, like, three, because you've had to put blocks in there, you have to be at least kind of realistic. You see that there's an end to the day. You're like, okay, I want to do all these things. Let me write them down. That'll probably take an hour. That'll probably take oh God, it's 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Those can be tomorrow. Let's be realistic, because without that, you just kind of circle around looking at all these task lists.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I could totally do it today. I did 3 things. And then you feel bad and guilty all the time, which is going to kill your productivity anyway, because you're focused on, why didn't I succeed? It's because you couldn't have.
Yep.
That was too much stuff.
So I want to share just a single concept, because we've shared many, many productivity concepts on this show
That we do.
Listeners can go back into the archives to find. The single concept that has been on my mind lately is the word push. So whatever you're doing, there usually comes a point where the going gets tough. You kind of reach this breaking point where you want to quit. But, and I think this is crucial, usually you know that you could go longer. And you know that this breaking point is just a product of mental weakness. So in other situations, there could be an actual breaking point, like your body's starting to shut down. And I've been there before. That's bad. Don't put yourself in that situation. Don't, try to ride 50 miles with nothing but a banana and a single bottle of water and then get heat exhaustion and pass out on the side of the road. Don't do that. But I think in most cases, when people hit that first pain point where they think, I want to quit, that is mental weakness and a lack of discipline. And I have been deliberately putting this word in my head, the word push, because it becomes a binary choice between quit and go check your email or go play video games or whatever and say, I'm done for the day. I can get it done, a different day. Or I can push and keep going a little bit longer. And I'm thinking about like putting that word on my wall. So sometimes I find myself like working on this web design actually. I'll do a little bit and I'm like, I don't want to go play Overwatch or something and just like leave it for a different day. And then I just think like push a little harder. Just take the mouse and move it over to the tool and just do the work. And sometimes that results in slipping into the flow state and getting much more work done. Because sometimes the push required is the push required to get you into the flow state, to get you out of that initial period of mental resistance.